Because we're not seeing eye to eye. That's why we explained to him, I don't stay here. I don't really be here. What, my kids be here, so I'll pop up and we speak sometimes, but I don't really be here.
Let's roll, nerds. Welcome back to Time Served, the channel that scans dogs so you don't have to. Here we are in the same spot where Judge Thacker gives this defendant just enough rope to hang himself as he allows him to go on the record defending himself, and instead of taking any type of civilized defense, he goes on a rant about racist cops, a suspect judge, and surprise, surprise, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
This one is fantastic because it not only puts Judge Thacker on center stage, because he's our new favorite judge, but it also gives us a perfect picture of the events that took place. I will try to unpack this as quickly as I can for you. This is a domestic assault with a girlfriend called the cops. They go to the school where the children are being picked up, where they are giving permission to go into the home, and surprise, surprise, they find a firearm belonging to the defendant, and shocker, he's a convicted felon. That's a big no-no in basically every state in the country. And essentially this is him answering these charges without an attorney and representing himself, where I think this is commonplace in Judge Thacker's courtroom and in that county in general. I don't know why, but it is entertaining as all hell. Tell us what you think about this trial by commenting down below. Tell us what you think about Judge Thacker. I know you guys love him. We're going to be seeing a lot more of him in the future. Hype these videos on Time Served 1 and 2. Give us as much love as you can. It really helps. Like and subscribe. Set your notifications to all. Let's roll, nerds.
Let me ask you a question. Is he hitting you? I know he is. I know he is. You can't let him get away
every
with
time
that
I say
shit.
no, he chokes me.
I know. I'm going to 10-15 see him from the Heights. Okay? That means if he comes in the Heights, he's spotted in the Heights, he goes to jail. He knows what it means. I'm going to 10-15 see him from the Heights. And
You think that's going to stop him?
well, here's the thing. Anytime he's caught up here, he's going to run, he's going to catch another one, and eventually he's going to go back to prison. And that's going to stop him.
But why is he like this, though?
He's always been like this.
Why?
He's always been like this. That man spent more time in prison than he did in prison than out.
I've done everything. Like, I made sure he had a birthday this year.
It's not you. That man, listen, he did me a solid. Okay, that's the only reason I treat him like a gentleman. Back when I was working in the jail, had a kid from the high school, free safety, got caught up with some bullshit, got locked up. I said, take care of him. He made sure nobody got at him. He made sure the kid had to spend the weekend in the jail. Spent the weekend in jail, and came and got left. They talked football. He kept the kid. They would have jumped him. They would have got him. So he does have good in him.
He does.
He does, but he can't control it.
Can he get help mentally in jail, though?
He's not going to get out.
Something's wrong with him in his head, I'm telling you.
You know what the problem is? He's been in prison more than he's been out. His whole head is the prison mentality. That's all he understands, the prison life. He's been in prison longer.
All he does, like he's never really put his hands on me. It's just lately it's been, oh, you're going to tell me no? Ugh,
yeah, because in his world, that's what works. That's what works, okay? How long till you go back up to your apartment?
I gotta wait for my son to get off.
What time?
Probably in about 10 minutes.
Okay, we're gonna be waiting up there at your apartment because I left the guy up there only because your door's open.
Yeah, my door's always open.
Okay,
Now
start locking it. Now start locking it. I'm gonna 10-15 see him, and he's probably gonna go down to prison because I know what's in the back bedroom.
So when does he think he better get out anytime soon?
No, especially when I find a gun and I know where the gun is.
He told you.
No, I know where the gun is.
Do you?
I do.
Because I looked.
Yeah.
I did.
Hey, big guy. We're gonna go look together, okay? 10 minutes, you gonna be up there?
Yeah, we can say 10 minutes. My son's on the bus from Jackson.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Yeah. Like I said, if you guys wanted to go look without me, I don't care. Like I said,
I'll have my body camera on. Hey! How are you doing?
I don't have anything to hide.
I'm 10-4. What's up, girl?
What's up?
Good job,
You know who that is? Dude.
Is it right there?
It was right here. It was right. He was standing right there, and it's right there.
Oh, well.
This is Robert James Long at 140 Palm Street, Crossing Seaman Road, reference to 1028 Bay.
He's a gang member too.
I forget who he hangs out with. Stout busted him before.
That's what I'm saying. They charged him on a gang act before. For the same reason. This shit falling by convicted felons. They got him with a stolen High Point last night.
Yeah, that's what he got him with. It was right in front of 17 building. She's all right, dispatch.
Yeah, that's all that the state has evidence-wise in this case for arrest.
Mr. Wilson, there's like 2 or 3 minutes left on this video. Do you want to keep going, or are you okay with finishing this? Okay. All right, then, Mr. Shepard, with the defendant's permission, you may shut that off.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. There's no cross because the video was admitted under 804.
A4.
8041.
I believe it's A4.
A4. Yes, A4 I have it. So Alpha 4. And played and consented to by the defendant. So, okay, Mr. Wilson, the state has rested. So what that means is they're not going to present any more evidence on your case. If you wish to testify at this moment, you can. I'll have you remain seated. You're already under oath. I'll have you testify to whatever you want. You're under no obligation to testify, and if you choose not to testify, I will not allow it to be held against you, and I certainly wouldn't do so. I'll also need to add that if you do choose to testify, Mr. Shepard will have the right to cross-examine you just like any other witness, and you will be required to answer his questions as long as they are proper under the rules of evidence.
Yes,
Do you understand those options?
Yes, sir.
Do you wish to testify or remain silent?
I testify.
Okay. Oh, I also need to remind you that because you have a felony case pending upstairs on the events of this case, which is 23R392, at the end of this hearing, after you testified, Mr. Shepard will very likely pull a transcript of this hearing and send it upstairs to the DA's office to be used against you in the case upstairs. Do you understand that?
It was odd you told me at the end, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
It was odd that you told me at the end of doing all this, then you told me that.
I just told you.
I know, after the whole procedure, that's why I said it was odd, Your Honor.
I do not understand the words that are coming
The
out
word
of your mouth.
odd,
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
it's like weird. Like you waited to the end of the end of the procedure after all this, and then you say, hey, they could use that against you on your
Shut up.
felony case.
Yes, because I thought this was,
Instead of telling me at the beginning.
Well, I'm not
Hey.
perfect, Mr. Wilson. I forgot, and I'm telling you now.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you know now. Make your call.
I
What do you want
know,
to
I
do?
know. I'll testify.
I just tell you, I don't really appreciate the insinuation that I've done something underhanded or sneaky. I mean, I don't know why you would bring that up, other than you're
That's
trying
not
to
my
accuse
word,
me
Your
of
Honor, it's
doing
odd.
something.
No, it's
Yeah, like odd, like
That
I
means
snuck
I-
it up on you or something.
I don't have the knowledge.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to engage. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. I'm going to pull it back. Okay, you do whatever you want to do next, and then I'll do what I need to do next. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying you're supposed to, you asked me that I want to testify. I said, I will, no problem.
And I said, go ahead.
What am I testifying to? What's question?
Whatever you want to talk about. It's your testimony.
What?
He's
Is it
not
not-
going to ask you questions until you're
What
finished.
isn't possession nonsense of the law?
Hey, you're talking to me.
Am I
Parties don't talk to each other in this courtroom.
All right. Well, Your Honor, isn't possession nonsense of the law?
I am not answering your questions. This is your opportunity to testify about the facts of this matter, which will then be placed into a transcript and used against you later if you testified incriminating things. So
Okay.
you either have the right to testify or not. But
Well-
you don't get to cross-examine me like I'm a witness.
I was asking questions.
Don't ask me questions.
Okay.
Testify.
Well, testify. I didn't get caught with no gun. You see me running. I don't have no gun on me. I empty my pockets. I have nothing. There's no gun. If you worry about why I'm behind the door, it says itself. You just spooked me. The door pushed. He said the door came open. No, you pushed the door. We watched you push the door open. And she didn't give you permission to search the house. She said, I will be back in 10 minutes. I have no problem with you going in there. That's where her there. You're supposed to wait in 10 minutes to her to get back. It wasn't saying to walk yourself in the house. That's two. And you didn't find no gun on me. You see me break down, search down in front of you, everything here. There's nothing. So how could you say that's my gun? What makes you say that's my gun? It has to be mine. It's called possession. If I don't have possession of it, that don't make no sense to really be possession. How do I have a gang charge because I'm black and I stay in Spalding Heights and it's called a gang neighborhood? It's called racial profiling. To be a gang, it has to be more than one person. 16, 15, 4, 16, 15, 3. Have to drug gang rank or doing a criminal activity. So I'm trying to figure this out. How is he a gang member with nobody? How is he a gang member with nobody? Where's the gang at? He's a gang member by himself because he stays in Spalding Heights. He stays in a gang neighborhood, and now he's a gang member. Then you're not even saying he's a blood. He's something else that doesn't even exist in Griffin. So I'm trying to figure these things out, Your Honor. I'm just being truthful. You know what I'm saying? It's called racial profiling because I'm a black man and you assume I have a gun or he's a gang member. What makes me a gang member? I have no gang activity in Spalding 401 Justice Boulevard at all. You don't see me with gang. I'm not even from Griffin. It says I'm from Cali and I'm from New York. I'm trying to figure this out. What gang I'm in? Where's the gang members at? I'm trying to figure out. I get caught with a gun previously on the other case with the 9 he's talking about, the High Point, with 2 females. So aren't they gang members too? If I sit with this man and this woman in the car and y'all call me a gang member, everybody has to be a gang member. And that's not illegal, because if you're in a fraternity, if he's in a clique, and he's in a club, a bike club, and he's in a crew, there's nothing, the problem is not that you're in an organization. The problem is what? If you're doing criminal activity. If you're doing criminal activity, is a problem, especially if you're trying to gain rank or the clout, whatever word you want to use in the organization. This is according to y'all law. So I'm trying to figure these things out. Then 9/10 of law is possession. I have to be possessed with you. Just watch me bust down, pull everything out of my pocket, show my shirt, and there's no gun. And then he went back. I'm arrested. Remember, that's the 40-minute long thing. I'm arrested now. I'm in Spalding County Jail at this time. I'm in 401 Justice Boulevard. This man walks back and say, I know where the gun's at. That's amazing. You know where the gun's at? When she don't know where the gun's at, I know where the gun's at. After 40 minutes, and your body camera's on, bringing her the phone, you know where the gun's at. But this man's at 401 Justice Boulevard right now, sitting inside the jail. He done ran and everything. He done showed his whole body. You see my six-pack, bro. I'm trying to figure out. You see me bust down. That's the bust down you can do. Show you my credit cards and everything. And you find no gun. So now he's possession of firearm. Where's the possession at? Because it's not on me. I never got charged with something that's all the way over there, and it's mine. And I'm a gang member with no gang. I'm a Crip with red on. In Spalding Heights and stayed there 4 years. This is ridiculous, Your Honor. Just keeping it real. And I wish you use it when we go up to felony, because that's ridiculous. He's a Crip. He's one type of Crip, and he stayed in Spalding Heights for 4 or 5 years. I never heard of that. And I'll be outside. I don't be nowhere. I'm from New York. It sounds from California. There's some things that be ridiculous, bro. And those would be ridiculous things, bro. Because you just watch on your thing that this man has no gun on him. I've never seen this. Now he has a gun 40 minutes later. And your body camera comes on when you see my girl. And that's just to try to get you finesse her. You don't tell her that, oh, the body camera on in the beginning. You tell that during your conversation, hey, just to let you know your body camera's on, you gave me permission. So you just finesse my girl. You just finessed it in the moment. You didn't say in the beginning that the body camera was on and you're being recorded. You should watch what you say. No, you waited after a certain moment of time, and that's the odd thing, Your Honor. Oh, the body camera's on, and she gave us permission. She didn't give you permission. That's not her words. She didn't say go search my house. She said, yeah, there's nothing in there. You can. I'll be there in 10 minutes. How long are you going to be there? 10 minutes. I'm waiting for my son, Sincere. So 10 minutes you're supposed to wait until she got there, because that's illegal search and seizure. I don't know if you planted that gun there. You don't know if you planted that gun there. Now, he's deceased and he's a good guy. You feel what I'm saying? He's a good guy, bro. So I'm not saying him. It could be somebody else, because you with Smith. Smith's not a good guy. See how everybody laugh? Everybody knows Smith. Smith's not a good guy. You feel what I'm saying? Now, dude, yeah, he's a good guy. I give him that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why you see that, listen to the video, he says, I charged him with obstruction, and he got VOP, he's getting criminal trespassing, he knows not to come out here no more. He didn't say nothing about the gun. But all of a sudden when he pulls up, he knows where this gun's at. That's ridiculous, bro. And I'm in jail. I'm in 401 Justice Boulevard. I just gave him back my phone to go take it to my girl when he took me out the car. So I'm trying to figure this thing out, and it's accusations, bro. It's accusations. Y'all using this gang, oh, he's a gang member. What gang? Where's the people at? He doesn't call nobody from 401 Justice Boulevard but his girl. Where's the gang members at? Where's the gun that he's possessing? Because if I say you got a pair of shoes on, that's your water bottle, you're in possession, that's your pen. I see you using that pen. It's in your hand. It got to be on me. I got to be showing you had to find the gun on me. And it's accusations. Even, Your Honor, when I say about the probation thing, I never spoke to this lady in my life. The lady I did spoke, she looks like she's Puerto Rican. And me and her talk, I was like, yo, I don't got the money to pay y'all. I can't do probation, pay y'all, and pay to get up here to see you and pay my bills. And then me and my girl, we're not really seeing eye to eye. So yeah, I'll be here, but really I gotta pay for a whole nother spot. Cause we're not seeing eye to eye. That's why I explained to him, I don't stay here. I don't really be here. What, my kids be here, so I'll pop up and we speak sometimes, but I don't really be here. So I'm paying for a whole nother spot, so how I'm gonna pay this probation, pay y'all fees, and I'm not gonna eat then. I'm gonna die somewhere. Like, I'm just like y'all, I pay bills. Reality-wise, you owe $1,000 what? Then it's, and then one probation, y'all pay this consecutive. I never seen this lady, and I had an extension on the little family thing, because I didn't have money to pay it. Dude said he wanted $80, Your Honor. You know what he told me? Send $80 on Cash App. I never heard a government dude tell me sending him $80 on Cash App. Unless he working the move. I've been in prison, right? So if I send you Cash App money, you working the move, bro. I'm thinking you trying to finesse me. This scams, all types of jury scams and everything on the news. I know you watch Fox 5. So that's why I told this lady, like, why would I send him $80 on Cash App? He not even, why would I just give you the money? I'm not going to send Cash App this man. We're not that close. I'm technically an inmate and you're an officer. You want my Cash App? That don't even make no sense. You want me to Cash App you some money? Do I Cash App my lawyer? I never seen that before. So it confused me, especially with all these scams that are going on, jury scams and all that other thing, so it confused me. And the lady said I could get extension. No, I didn't show up with probation. After they said they was gonna lock me up, and I asked for the community service thing. She never gave me the paper. So the lady that's sitting up there speaking, I don't even know her. Why she giving me the stank face? I don't know her. I never spoke to her before, but she's sitting there telling you that I'm doing things, that I didn't do this and didn't die and this, and you never been there. I never spoke to you when I walked through the door, and I've been there multiple times. Remember, I got out May 6th. The warrant been win. So how many times? I have to go up there twice a week, Your Honor. How many times I've been there to when you put the warrant out? Count them times, because nobody's representing that. Nobody's saying how many times I went up there. From May 6th, May 14th, I got out. So when the warrant was issued. So I go up there twice a week, Your Honor. He's been going. He's been going back to back to back to back to back. I have to go up there twice a week. And I have to pay every time I don't have a car. So I have to pay Uber to go up there. So it costs me like $20 at a time to go up there every time, twice a week, to see a person, to say something to me, and tell me to walk out. That's just being real reality. I don't got money that just goes on trees, bro. I don't sell drugs, bro. I don't know, I work just like you work. I got a 9-to-5, bro. And it's not even a 9-to-5, bro. It's like on commission. It's a halfway pay. So I live life just like you live life. Like you gotta go to work and you gotta feed your kids, you gotta pay bills, you got a light bill, you got a rent bill. I got the same thing. So what's the major difference between me and you? See, now he just sitting there playing with his shoe, but that's being real. I know you on that side of the table, but that's being real. Because these people got bills and stuff. They got cars to pay for. You got everything, your ticket. You don't look at that part. But you want me to pay probation every time, and I got to pay $20, $40 a week to come up here to see y'all. And then the lady's sitting there saying that she knows things about me. She doesn't even know me. She's sitting there lying. I have to look at my notes. How do I have to look at my notes if I've seen you before? You need a note to see if you've seen me before? You got to look at the computer. You got to check in your phone. Let me check if I've seen you on Facebook. That don't even make no sense. Like you ain't got facial recognition in your head. I know I seen you the other day when I went to court, you tried to offer me 500 days and I told you no. And you told me you got a new charge, Mr. Wilson. Remember, I know exactly what you said. I remember you. I didn't need a computer. It's just reality. I rest my case, Sean. I got nothing more to say.
All right, cross, Mr. Silver?
No, sir.
All right. Any other evidence, Mr. Wilson?
No, sir.
All right, the evidence is closed. All right. So the evidence, as I have heard it, is as follows. We have two cases in front of me, 21 SR 2206, which is the consecutive case. And the only two questions on that table is whether or not, by preponderance of the evidence, and I want to say that out loud, that not by proof beyond a reasonable doubt, which would be a trial standard upstairs. I'm being asked to determine whether or not on November 13th of 2023, the defendant violated two Georgia laws: obstruction of an officer, which is a misdemeanor, and felony of possession of a firearm by convicted felon, and then a special condition of no firearms or ammunition. And then we have back earlier, we have 21 SR 1543, and in that one I'm being asked to determine whether or not he missed scheduled appointments, failed to pay his fines and fees, or requested waivers or community service work, failed to provide proof of a family violence intervention program, failed to appear at a revocation hearing on October 26th. And then this one also includes the obstruction of a law enforcement officer, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And then the last allegation is that he failed to, that he had firearms and ammunition, which was a violation of his probation. I'm going to state very carefully for the record that, and obviously those of us who are in the courtroom all the time know how to do this, but the testimony of the second witness, which was Mark McIntyre, who was killed in the line of duty on December 29th, was an emotional statement. But I'm going to say for the record that I'm setting that emotion aside and I'm deciding this case based on the facts of the case, which is exactly what I would ask a jury to do if they were sitting in that box. I would tell them that emotions have no place in this decision. It is simply a factual decision based on it, and I wanted to acknowledge that because this is that was a tough moment to set aside, and I'm acknowledging that I have done that. So here's the decision. I've noted on the video, I've noticed that each of the testimony testified to items from Director Matthews as far as the missing the appointments, B, the fines and fees, having never made a payment, C, having not provided that there's family violence intervention program occurring or completed. I can check my own records and confirm that he did not appear at the October 26, 2023 hearing. I find that those have all been proven to me by preponderance of the evidence. That leaves me with the two criminal charges, which are pending upstairs as a felony at 23R. No, that's a different felony case altogether. Oh, there's two felony cases upstairs.
Yeah, there's two.
Okay, so 23R392 is a different case. This case is still unindicted. It's 23FAH2083, which is the felony case that my two cases are moving in front of. The video was consented to by the defendant, therefore there was no 804 balancing, and I didn't have to make a 103 balancing test, but I am going to find all the same that the prejudicial value was substantially outweighed by the probative value of this case. That way, if it becomes an issue, I did make that balancing test, which I am required to do. In the video, it shows Deputy McIntyre knock on the door. The door opens of its own volition, which the renter of the house explained was a standard known condition of the door. Deputy McIntyre standing in the doorway talking to the renter. He asks her if anybody else is present. She does not answer. There was a pause, and then when he opens the door, he discovers the defendant hiding behind the door. And I say hiding because it was hiding. The deputy was standing in the doorway asking the lady if there was anyone there, and Mr. Wilson was literally less than 1 foot from the deputy and did not answer until the deputy began to enter the house. At which point the deputy started to arrest Mr. Wilson, took a deep breath, said that, quote, "You scared the shit out of me," and then did not arrest him, showing good judgment. He then talked to him, did a search, lastly ran him, which was his responsibility, and said, turned out that he had a warrant, at which point on the video, Denzel Washington, who was clearly identified as the person who's here, fled on foot, committing the offense of obstruction of an officer. What did I say? Oh, sorry, Denzel Wilson. Sorry. And then Mr. Wilson then was arrested. Deputy McIntyre then obtained permission from the renter to go back to the home with his video camera on, which he did, and we watched it. And the gun was behind the door where Mr. Wilson had been hiding in the previous video. There's several other things in there, but those are irrelevant. So the defendant is a felony that was discussed at length on the video, so that is part of the evidence. And you know, the defendant and the deputy said that he knew him at great length and knew it. And of course, I can also take judicial notice of the records of the Spalding County court system. So, okay, so that's it. I found that the gun was found where the defendant was hiding. That makes him, the obstruction is the running, the firearm conviction is where the gun was in his hiding place, and that he did have possession of a firearm as a convicted felon. The only appropriate response to this, given the fact that there's 2 felonies upstairs, these are serious cases with serious allegations, and I do find for the record that I do have the authority under Georgia law to revoke consecutive sentences when I deem appropriate and when new criminal acts are alleged. So, in 21 SR 1543, there's 112 days remaining. I'm revoking the balance. In 21 SR 2206, there's 365 days left. I'm revoking the balance. There's a bond revocation hearing pending upstairs in 23 R 392. That hearing for the state to revoke your bond is set for, it's just been filed. It was filed 2 days ago. So the state upstairs is seeking to revoke your bond. They'll bring you over from the jail whenever that hearing is, and the state will indict or dismiss the other case as they see fit. I'll remind you again that what you have testified to and subject to cross-examination on what is part of the transcript, and you may see this transcript again as I notified you before your testimony began. You have 30 days from today if you wish to appeal this decision, and you have 180 days before if you wish to use your habeas rights. If I were to present you with these orders, would you sign them acknowledging the decision that I have made? Yes or no?
Broke my probation.
Will you sign the documents acknowledging the decision that I have made? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to put, please put that he refused to sign it in open court. Piper, he's all yours. You can take it. Mr. Shepard, if you will please place those videos on a thumb drive and provide them to Ms. Leach at your convenience.
Yes.
We'll save the copy.